1. This is the folder name I have given. So I created a folder like this. So once that is done, you need to download this Eclipse, or this Orion server. So you need to download this Orion server, Eclipse Orion. So how many people downloaded? Everyone downloaded?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So let's go ahead and take that one. So I also downloaded. Go here. So once you downloaded, you might be having the zip file. Unzip it. So once you unzip it, you will be getting like this. Okay. So once you unzip it, you will be getting like this. Okay. Now take this one. Take this copy and put it in your. Take this copy and put it in your web IDE. Okay, so take that copy and put it in web IDE 1. So I think everyone did this one. Okay, so if not, try to do at your end also. So that is done. So once that is over, then the next step is you should be downloading something called P2 director. Okay, so this is the link to download that. So if you look at here, you go to this folder. I just put here UI5, and there is something called this one. So this is called P2. Oh no, sorry. So this one. You need to download this, and you need to have like this. So take this copy. Take this copy and put it in that folder again. First step is you are going to create a folder. Once you create the folder, you are going to copy the Orion Eclipse into that folder. Then you are going to copy this director in that folder. So I am keeping director in this folder. Okay, so that is the third step. Once that is done, you need to download something called. Okay, so you need to download something called. Yeah, this update zip something. This one. Update site. Update site.zip. So this you can download from this location. So here is the location. So once you downloaded that, so if you look at here, softwares, SAP UI5, and here is my update site. Once you have that, now you need to execute this command. While execute this command, just be here. So director, let me take this one example. Look at this. I'm just framing how to set up that. So uninstall. There will be a space here. You need to go here. Then come back to home. This one. Come back to home. Then this one. And look at here. So it's a source. Source means where is your update site.zip? Where is my update site.zip? It is here. So therefore, you need to take that location. You need to take this location and paste it here. And paste it here. And remember this, by default you will have forward slash. So change it to this slash. Change it to that slash. Okay? I think now we are good. Director, this, that, and all. And where I need to put this one? In the web IDE 1 Eclipse. So take this one and go to the command prompt And remember this, when you are going to the command prompt, try to go as administrator. That is because I don't know what is the settings you have in your machine, but if I go with the local version or the command version, so I was having some problems. So run as an administrator. I'm repeating this step again. When you go to the command prompt, go as an administrator. Right click on this, run as an administrator. So I say yes. Now go to your folder. What is the folder? C:\web IDE 1. Now paste this path. Paste this path and execute it. What happened? Okay, so I need to go to the director. Now you can paste the path. Okay, so it is installing now. Anyone is having any challenge? If you want, you can try it to your end also. If you want, you can try it out your end also. So installation 1.8. So the web IDE right now is 1.8. Local web IDE. This is trying to install. Let's see. It is hardly going to take less than 1 minute, so we can get started. So let this complete. It's not going to take much time. So if you look at the message, operation completed successfully. So it hardly takes some seconds. Okay, that's fine. Now come out from this. Okay, you can close this one. Okay, you can close this one. Now go to the web IDE. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so go to the web IDE. Now come here, and you will be having, see, this server, Orion server, by default runs in the 8080. So let's try to change that, because 8080 is used by common local host. So therefore, I'm changing it to 9090. See this step again. So you need to go to the Eclipse. Once you go to the Eclipse, Orion.ini file will be there. Go there and change this one. So click on save. Okay, click on save. Now try to see once again by opening it. So yes, I have 9090. That's fine. Once you have this, now how to run this one? So you need to come to Eclipse. Now you need to click on this one. You need to come to Eclipse and you need to click on this one. Looks I have some issue. It is saying org Eclipse Orion server config initial index document 4 seconds. That's fine. So okay, now you need to go to the browser and you need to type http://localhost:/webide/index.html. Okay, index.html, that's fine. So you will be getting like this. Now click on this one and try to create the user ID password. So as this user ID password is not there, that's why it is giving error. So that means you have to create a user ID password first. So create new account. Now it is asking the account. Let's say I am giving the account to this and give some password whatever you want and reset the password whatever you want. See, that's what I'm trying to say. When you set up the Eclipse or Web IDE local, you will have some challenges. That's why I'm trying to run this again. So now give the password whatever you want or email ID whatever you want. Okay, so let's say sign up. Okay, now say no. Try to see is there any passwords. First time it's going to take few seconds. Let it take. Yeah, I'm done. So this is how you need to set up. So any questions on this, please? That's what I'm trying to repeat these steps because I know how much time I spent to set up this. You may not pay much attention while installation, but if you do not pay attention while installation, definitely you will have challenges. The first one is placing that folders in appropriate place is very much important. You have to create one folder and put Eclipse inside that, put that director inside that. Once that is over, then you need to execute something from the command prompt. While executing something from the command prompt, remember that even though you will get successful message, you will have some challenges. That's what I'm trying to say. So when you go to the command prompt, remember that you execute the command prompt as an administrator. So you execute that as an administrator so that you will not have any challenges. Okay. So even though you get some successful message, while logging you will have some challenges. That's why I'm trying to say the best practice is go to the command prompt run as an administrator. So once you go as an administrator, this is the path you need to give. This is the path you need to give. And remember this, when you take the source path, so the path of the update site.zip. The path of the update site.zip. This will be available somewhere else. So give that path and give this slash, not forward slash. Okay. And the destination. Where is the destination? The destination is C:\web IDE 1 something. Give this and execute it. So once you executed, now go and change the port number of this Eclipse, or go and change the port number of this server. So how do I change it? Go here and change the port number to 990, 9090 or whatever you want. But don't keep the default one, that's nothing but the 8080. If you have 8080s, no problem. If something else is using that port number, then you have the challenges. So the best practice is go for the 9090 or something else other than the 8080. Once that is done, okay, so let me close this. Once that is done, now you need to run this one. I'm showing this again. So I'm exiting this. So let me close this. So I says okay. Now go here. So now you need to click on this orion.exe file. So click on that one. So that means it is going to start the server. That's what the meaning is. It is going to start the server. Now server is started. Now go to the browser. Type http://localhost. Now this localhost, my Orion server is running at what? 9090/webide/index.html. What happened? Some issue with the rendering was failed. So if you are going the first time, then you need to create the account. Just now I created, so therefore let me use it. Just now I created, so let me use it. So sign up. So this is some local browser rendering problem. That's not a problem. that resources are not rendering properly. That is because of my system delay or something. So let me close the browser and open it again. Okay, so now it's opening the local web IDE. You can also check if any errors are coming on. So I don't see any errors are there. So file system using default workspace something, that's fine. So this is how it comes. This is how it comes. Now, so Eclipse, everyone is clear. Online web IDE, it is straightforward, it's clear. Now local web IDE, if anyone is having challenges, this is the way you need to set up. If you still have the issues, you have to spend the time. Okay, that's fine. Now let me run hello world program or welcome program in the UI5. Okay, so let me go to my documentation. So everyone is able to hear me and everyone can see my screen. Yes or no? I see only 9 participants. Someone is not there. Who is not there?
Yes.
Sukrit is not there or what?
Danu is not there.
I'm there.
Sai is not there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know what was the challenge for Sai. That's fine. Okay, now coming to here. So let me go to the UI5. So now I am writing the welcome program in the UI5. You can see how many ways we can write the UI5 welcome program. So let me open my documentation first. Okay, UI5 classes 1. Okay, that's fine. Let me open the documentation first. There is my documentation. It is there in the HTML5, right? So let me take this. I'll send all these HTML5 CSS programs right away after this class. UI5. Let me put that one here. And let me open this. Let me clear this HTML5 related so that it is like a UI5 documentation. Okay, so how to set up where to write UI5, where to write or develop a UI5 application. First way is Eclipse, we have seen. The second way is web IDE. The third way is local web IDE. Okay, so how to set up the local web IDE, we are done. So the next thing is that, first program in UI5. First program in UI5. You can look at it. I will try to run the first program in all the places. I will try to run the first program in all the places so that you are good to run the UI5 programs. Forget about what is that program, how it works, what is there in all. Just see how to run in different places. Just see how to run in different editors. The first thing is that, first one, I am trying to run in the notepad. You can also run in the notepad. You don't have any issues. Okay, so how do I run in the notepad? If you look at here, let me go this. Also keep HTML notes. What does it mean?
You are creating the same nodes in a same file so that HTML nodes will be deleted.
Okay, that's fine. I have a copy of this one, right?
Okay, then okay.
So till yesterday I am putting in different file.
Okay.
So this is a different file now.
Yeah.
Did I copy? I copied, right? Yeah, right now this one is the one. So if you look at here, this is a separate copy. In this copy, I don't want that HTML one. Look at here.
Okay, then no problem.
So because I just want to have a separate note for this. Okay, fine. So you can run the UI5 program in the notepad also. So how do I run in the notepad? So go to the classes, the first program I am trying to write. Let me go to the notepad or notepad++, whatever it may be, you can open it. So this is what my program. I'm trying to save this program. Save that as a HTML. So where do I need to save? I would like to save in the here. I would like to save here. Go, sorry. Okay, something is. So desktop, desktop, HTML5 CSS3, Chenna, UI5, classes. Okay, then there is a 1. So here I am saving it as a 1.1. So this is nothing but first HTML file. Now I need to save this as a HTML file. Don't forget to save as a HTML file. Where is the HTML extension? Hypertext. Here is that. Okay. So you can also give double quotes. I think you know what is the meaning of double quotes, right? Why are we giving the double quotes? See, sometimes what happens, even though you select a file type as HTML, still this may not save as a HTML. So if you give double quotes, it's 100% guaranteed that okay, it is going to save as a HTML file. So I just save this as a HTML file. That's it. Now, so what happens? Do you want to save? Yes. Okay, now look at this. Now I am trying to execute first UI5 program. I am trying to write first UI5 program through Notepad, and I want to run. Look at here. I am writing first UI5 program in the Notepad, and I want to run that. So how do I write it? Look at here. This is the program I am having. So look at this first UI5 program. Any UI5 program is a HTML page. That means your entire UI5 program will be a HTML file or HTML page. Your entire UI5 program is a HTML page. Fine. So that's why I'm defining of type HTML5, because your UI5 is on top of HTML5. So we'll discuss that TD again. Okay, look at here. That's what the HTML5 document I am writing. Then HTML body. So we are defining some meta tags. We'll understand that meta tags and all. So I'm just giving some title, and I just written some scripts here. We'll see what is the meaning of scripts later. Then if you look at here, coming to the body. In the body, what is there? I just have a div. And if this div is having anything, I don't have anything. If this div is having anything, no, nothing. It just have the ID and the space is empty. So for this div, I will assign the value, or I will put the content dynamically. Yesterday also we have seen some examples how to add content dynamically to the body. Which example is that? How to add content dynamically to the body. Which example is that? Yesterday also we have seen.
Document.get element by ID. Dot
No,
inner.
which example I am asking? I am not asking the syntax. Which example? Which example I covered that concept? Adding content to the body.
Local memory.
Local storage.
Local memory.
Yeah, local storage or web storage and all. Okay, that's correct. Now coming to here, the same way here also, I have a div and I don't have any content here. I have a body. Inside the body, just div is there. Now I would like to place some content here. So if you see in the scripts, what I am trying to do, I just created a button. Forget about what it is and all. I just created a button. For that button, I am giving some text. Okay, so I'm setting some text, and if you look at here, so this is what my intention is. Look at here. Let me go to the paint and see this. I would like to create a page. That page is nothing but the UI5, or I would like to create an application. That application is nothing but the UI5 application. I would like to create a application. That application is nothing but the UI5 application. Inside the application, I would like to have a button. Inside the application, I would like to have a button. So this is nothing but the button. Okay. So inside that button, okay. So the button name, I would like to give something, hello Channa something. Okay. Now, once I click on the button, it will fade out. That means the button disappears. That is what the requirement is. What is the requirement right now? I would like to create a UI5 application. That UI5 application will have a button. See, try to start having these words. As it is a first class, so it may be a difficult, but after 2-3 classes, it will be a piece of cake to you. Okay. So I would like to create an application. That application is nothing but this one. Inside the application, I would like to have a button. For that button, I would like to have some text. Once I click on this button, I would like to fade out. I would like to hide this button. So that's what. So as I said, every UI5 application is a HTML file. So that's why I created a HTML file. Now I just have a div is empty. Now what I need to do? I need to create a button. I'm creating a button. So if you want to create a button using UI5, this is what the syntax and all we'll see again. And I would like to set the title, or I would like to set some properties. So once I click on the button, so that means once I click on the button, I would like to hide it. Hide it is nothing but the fade out. This is the jQuery functionality. This is the jQuery functionality. That's what the program is. Now let me try to run the program. So you can also run in the browser. So just go here and double click it. Just go there and double click it. So it's running. As it is first time, so it is going to take some time. See the background. Just notice the background. What happened? Is it done? Still it is loading. See, the background got changed, right? The background got changed. So that's how the theme of the UI5. Okay, look at the inspect element. Look at the inspect element, go to the body and see div area. Where is my button? Let me go back to the program. Okay, so UI area. So this is what this one blue color dot this and all. So button dot this and all. So set button title dot this and all. Okay, that's fine. Fade out all these things.
I think there is some error in your my button dot text.
Remove double quotes in the text.
Okay, so now come back to here and hit the enter. So I got the button.
Yeah.
Okay, now what I'm trying to say, once I click on the button, it will fade out or it will hide. See, there is no button. That's what the first UI5 program is. That's how you can run in the notepad. Let me repeat it again. I would like to create a UI5 application. That UI5 application, the first UI5 application, and inside the application, I would like to have a button, and I would like to have a hello Chennai inside the button as a label. Then once I click on this, I would like to hide it. Now try to understand the program. So let me remove this entire script first. Now, what is the first step I said? Every UI5 application is a HTML. And remember this, in the entire UI5 application, there will be only one HTML. And conclusion again, in the entire HTML or in the entire UI5 application, there will be one main HTML. In the entire UI5 application, there will be only one main HTML. Rest all the things are going to be views. Rest all the things are going to be views. So we'll see that in detail in coming days. So therefore, so now I am creating a HTML file. I did not do anything. There is nothing much. Now, so what kind of application I am trying to create? UI5 application. So the UI5 application requires some libraries. That libraries I am getting from here. So that libraries I am getting remotely from this part. That means if you want to have UI5 libraries to your program, so this is what your program running. So here your UI5 program is running. That means here UI5 library should be available. There are two ways to make UI5 libraries available. One is locally, another one is remotely. Right now I am trying to get from remotely. Please start injecting these points again. So I am running the UI5 program here. How my browser knows this is a UI5 program? So I need to inject or I need to give some libraries to that. So you can give or you can get libraries of UI5s in two ways, locally and remotely. So right now I am focusing remotely. So if you are focusing remotely, then this is the path you need to give. This is the path you need to give. Okay. So next is every UI5 program will have theme. The theme, whatever I am using, theme is nothing but what? What is a theme? Theme is not a concept available in only SAP. It's available in all the places. What is the meaning of theme? What is a theme in general? A theme defines set of colors. A theme defines set of sizes internally. So basically theme is nothing but a set of colors. So what color it should have and all. If you look at here, so the normal browser look and feel is like this. The normal browser, let me just open it or something. So this is pure white color and all. But if you look at the result, whatever we have, where is that? Where is the UI5 program results? So let me close this. Yeah, this is the UI5 program results. Look at the normal one, this is the white one. So if you see the UI5 results, it's some kind of color. This color is coming because I have a theme applied called SAP Blue Crystal. You have some more themes also. We'll see those in coming days. Start understanding point by point. So I can write a simple HTML, but how do I say my HTML is UI5 application? If you want to say your HTML is UI5 application, you need to inject the libraries, UI5 libraries. You can inject the UI5 libraries in two ways, or you can give the UI5 libraries in two ways, remotely and locally. Right now I am going with the remotely. So if you want to give or if you want to access remote library, UI5 library, then this is the path you need to give. This is fixed. You don't have any changes in that. You need to remember. The second one is, so I am defining the theme. Theme is nothing but set of colors. So if you look at here, the theme, whatever I am going to have, that is called SAP Blue Crystal theme. SAP Blue Crystal theme. And after that, there is a library defined. So right now I am using SAP UI5 Commons. What does that mean? There are so many libraries. If you take Java, there are so many libraries. If you take .NET, there are so many libraries. Even if you take iPhone, there are so many libraries. So out of all the libraries, if I can also put star. If I put star, what does it mean? It loads all the libraries. Let's say you have 20 library functions or 20 library jar files. Generally, libraries are jar files. If you have 20, then if you put star, all 20 will be loaded. It's a heavy. So that's why I'm trying to load only a library of type SAP UI5 Commons. What is the meaning of SAP UI5 Commons and all we'll see later. That's fine. Now I have a div. So I'm coming to the body. Inside the body, I just define the div. Nothing is there inside that. Now go and run the program. Go and run the program. Nothing is available. Nothing is available. Now I would like to have something. So my requirement is what? So I need to create an application. Now application is ready. If you look at here, application is ready. I would like to create an application. Now my application is ready. Now inside the application, what I need to have? I need to have a div, or I need to have a button. So if you want to have a button, you need to create a button of type. Okay, now first go to the scripts. So you need to create a button instance. So you can also create the button of type HTML, but as we are writing the UI5 programming, start using the UI5 buttons. So therefore, your button class is available in sap.ui.commons. That's why I'm trying to import that library. I'm trying to repeat again. Your button class, your requirement is you want to create a button. Your button class is available in sap.ui.commons. That's why I imported that library here. Okay, so you need to create an instance of the button. So, and you give some name for that. Fine. Now button is created. Once button is created, I need to have a label for the button. So what is the label? Hello Chenna, something I want. So therefore, button dot set text. Hello Chenna, welcome. That is the label I have given. If you look at here, I need to have some label. So that label I have given. Now my button is ready. Now my button is ready. Now once I click on the button, I want to hide it. Once I click on the button, I want to hide it. That is what the action I want to perform. So therefore, button dot attach press. That means I am attaching the event. Button dot attach press. That means I am attaching the press event. Once it is pressed, what I need to do? I need to execute a function. What that function will do? I need to hide it. So if you want to hide it, you are going to, which one you want to hide? I want to hide the button. Which one you want to hide? You want to hide the button. And there is a fade out function. So this is a jQuery library or jQuery query. So therefore you are creating a button. Once you created the button, you assign the label. Once that is done, on press on the button, I am going to call a function on this button, hide it, fade out. That's what the meaning is. Now everything is available. Now where to display this button? I would like to display this button in the application. So therefore, what is the div? Div ID here. If you look at here, the div ID is UI area. So therefore, button dot place at UI area. That means I am placing in this button or in this div. Button dot place at. Where to place? I need to place in the UI area. That's what I specified here. So that means the button will be displayed. Now let me go and run the program. Now button is displayed. Now once I click on this, see, it is hidden. Okay, so this is the first program. Don't worry too much. Okay, so let me repeat this program again, because I want to make sure that okay, you understand this program clearly. What is my first requirement? Now my first requirement is I would like to create a UI5 application. If you want to create a UI5 application, your UI5 application is a HTML file. Your UI5 application is a HTML file. Okay, so your UI5 application is a, let me close this also, HTML file. So now try to remove one by one and understand. Even I will remove this one. Okay, so what is my first requirement? I would like to create a UI5 application. Now look at this. The first point is your UI5 application is a HTML file. So I created a HTML file. Now can I say this as a UI5 application? It is a simple HTML file. So you cannot call this as a UI5 application. Now you can still run this. Try to run. See, you got the white color and all. So that means what? The UI5 theme is not loaded. The UI5 libraries are not loaded. So therefore, I would like to create an application. So I need to load the UI5 theme, or I need to load the UI5 libraries. UI5 libraries is for the coding. The first point is you need to load the UI5. Let me clear this library even. Look at this. Now I need to say that okay, this is a UI5 application. UI5 application will have its own theme. Now I am applying the theme. You can apply the theme locally or remotely. Right now I am using remotely, so that's why you are specifying the source is this one. Now go and run the program. See, you got the color. You got the color. So now I can say this is a UI5 application. So inside the UI5 application, I would like to have a button. So therefore, how to create the button? Inside the UI5 application, I would like to have a button. So how to create the button? How to create the button? Look at this one. So if you want to create the button, then you need to use sap.ui.commons.library. Oh, sorry, commons.button. So if you want to create HTML type, what you do? So you need to say input type is equal to button. Then you are going to specify the value, right? Value is equal to hello Channa something. Hello Channa, welcome. This is how you create the input type button. This is how you create the input type button. The same way, if you want to create a button in the UI5, then you need to use SAP UI, or you need to create a button. So that button is available in this package. So this is called package UI5 dot or sap.ui.commons. So this is a button. So this button is available inside this package. So I need to import that library. That's why we are saying here. SAP data libraries. Data -UI -libraries is equal to sap.ui.commons. I am using this library here because of the reason is my button is available here, or my button is available in this package. So that is the first step. Now second step is, now button is created. Now what is the name of the button? Now button is created. So where to keep that button? I need to keep inside the body. So therefore assign that one to the body. Look at this. I'm trying to remove this for time being. Look at here. I created a button. Now I am placing the button where? Where I would like to place the button? I would like to place the button in the body. So if you want to place it, what is the body? Inside the body I have a div. For this div, or inside this div, or for this div I need to attach. For this div I need to attach the button whatever I created. So therefore my button, that means this one, dot place at is the method. What to place? I need place at. Where I need to place? I need to place here. So that's what you need to specify. Now let me try to run the program. See, I got the button. So do I have the label? I don't have the label. To set the label, so you are going to have this one. So to set the label, button dot set text. Now you can set the label. Now go and run the program. Now go and run the program. Now you got the label. Now, so what is the next requirement? Once I click on the button, it should fade out. It should be hide. Let's see whether it is happening or not. I'll go here. See, it is not hiding. See, this is not hiding. How to hide it? If you want to hide it, again you need to write little bit logic. So if you look at here, I am writing the logic. Let me expand it a little bit. I am writing the logic. What is the logic? Okay, button. What is the button name? Or what is the button instance name? My button dot attach press. That means I am attaching a press event. Once I press there, what I need to do? I need to hide. For hide, there is a method called fade out. Which one I need to hide? I need to hide the button. Which one I need to hide? I need to hide the button. So that means this one. So this is a jQuery methodology of query. So therefore, now go and run the program. I got the UI5. Now click on this. It's hidden. This is the first UI5 program. This is the first UI5 program. So you can do this way, or you can also do this way. You can also do this way. Instead of writing these many lines, I'm just commenting out. So there are single line comments, that's the reason. So I need to remove the single line comments, then only it is going to be good. Or that's fine. Let it be. Now I am uncommenting this. Instead of you do this way, you can also do this way. Now let me run the program. Let's see whether it is working or not. So I got a hello world. So we need to have some different name, right? Hello Channa hyphen welcome. This is what we would like to have. Now let me run the program and see whether you are getting it or not. I got it. Now click on this one. It is fade out. So that means what? Instead of you write this code, you can also write this way. You can also write this way. This is a jQuery methodology. So what are we trying to do? I am writing a dollar function. Dollar is a jQuery injector kind of thing. So I am writing a function. What this function should do? First thing is that this function should create a button. So therefore, first thing is that this function should create a button, and that button should have a label. And once I click on that button, I need to fade out. So therefore, if you look at here, and where to assign that button, I need to assign this in this div. So that's why assign that into the div. What I need to assign? I need to assign a UI5 button. What I need to assign? I need to assign a UI5 button. What is the label for the button? So hello Channa, welcome. What happens when I click on that? I need to fade out. So only thing is that instead of we write separately, we are just combining and we are writing this way. So this you will come to know only when you have a lot of practice. So let me comment out this one. So let's not go that much as of now. So the first method is the simplest one. So there is no performance difference, all these things. You can use either one. That's not a big deal. Okay, now I run this program. So I click on this. It is hidden. That is how you can write in the notepad. So any questions on this? If no questions, we'll try to see how to run the same program in the local web IDE. Okay, now I shown you notepad. Let me show you in the Eclipse.
Channa,
sorry?
We use like, can you go to the program?
Yeah. Tell me.
We use the functions. Yeah. We use the functions like playset.
Yes.
My button dot playset. All these are JavaScript functions or
No. Look at here. Look at here. My button. My button is what? UI5 button.
Yeah.
So if you look at here, my button is UI5 button. That means that button is having these methods. Okay.
Okay.
See, you are calling object dot method. Object dot method means, so this object is having these methods.
Okay.
So therefore, these are the methods from the UI5.
Okay.
Okay. Now let me try to run the same program using Eclipse. let me try to run the same program using Eclipse. So you can open the Eclipse. Meanwhile, let me open the web IDE also. It will be slow for me. Online web IDE. Login. Online SAP web IDE. Let me put it that way. SAP web IDE. Not local. Okay, fine. Let this Eclipse opens. Is that done? It's still loading. Meanwhile, let me go and look it here. So I already have the path, right? So I can use it straight away. I think I already explained. So if you don't remember all those things, it is your responsibility to remember. So I'm just trying to launch the online web IDE also, so that it will be done quickly. So it is going to take some time because my machine today is very slow. Okay, so my Eclipse is loaded. Now let's see how to run the same program using Eclipse. So if you want to run the same program using Eclipse, please remember that you should be having what? UI5 plugins installed. So I already shown you how to install the UI5 plugins. So therefore you need to create a UI5 project. File, new, other. So SAP UI5 application development. Then you need to take UI5 application type. Click on next. Now your button is available where? sap.ui.commons. So therefore I am taking this one. Do I need to create initial view? I don't want. Now give some project name. Okay, first demo. Click on finish. Click on finish. Okay, now you got it. You got the HTML file. So instead of this HTML, you can replace the HTML, the program whatever we have. There is the program. This is the program, right? Let me take this, close this, and paste it. Save this one. So that means I have written some coding here. Now how to run this? You need to run in the server. Right click on this, run on server. Right click on this, run on server. Okay, so manually choose the server. Click on next. Click on finish. Click on next. Click on finish. So there are two dots here. That's why it is not loaded. Let me load it. So what happened? Is it running? Yeah, it's running. Or you can also run as a standalone application, because right now server is not required. You can also run as a standalone application. If you look at here, there will be an option called a standalone application. Okay, run as web app preview. That's fine. So right now we don't have. That's fine. Now look at here. So take this one and put it in your browser. Take that URL and put it in your browser and see whether it is running or not. Yeah, you got the button. So if you click on this one, it will be hidden. So the same program, how to execute from the Eclipse. So what you will be doing, or what you did here, file, new, project. So just make sure that, okay, you have plugins. I already told you how to get these plugins. Create this project. And when you create a project, you will be getting two types, commons and mobile. So right now my button is there in the commons, that's why I am using commons. And if button is available in the mobile, then you can use it. And the other difference between these two is, so in the UI5, you can create two kinds of applications. I'm repeating this again. In the UI5, you can create two kinds of application. First one is desktop application, second one is mobile applications. Okay, so let me say something. Let me write some notes here. Note, in UI5, so first class it may be heavy to you guys, but still you have to remember. In UI5, we can create two types of applications. The first one is desktop application. Desktop application. If it is a desktop application, what is the option you need to select the library? SAP.UI.commons. So if it is a desktop, then library will be is equal to common.sap.ui.commons. Please remember this because it is a simple, straightforward. So if at all you are creating a desktop application, you need to use sap.ui.commons. COMMONS. Now the other one is you can create the mobile application. If you are creating the mobile application, then you need to select the library is equal to sap.ui.m. Oh, sorry, not UI, sap.m. So right now I would like to create the desktop application. That's why I'm selecting this. Blah blah blah. Finish. Now I pasted the code whatever I have done. Now look at this one, the other one. If you look at here, we discussed something called. So how do I say this one as a UI5 application? So you need to use the libraries. So if you look at here, I am using the library remotely, or I am getting this libraries themes remotely. So how do I get locally? If you want to get locally, remove this remote. Still this program will run. Okay, so let me go and run this. Let me go and run that one. See, right now it is very fast because it is a local. So you can also check the code whether it is working correctly or not. Inspect elements. Okay, so go to here, go to the body, go to this one. Or you can also see view source. So if you look at here, it is still taking the server one. If it is still taking the server one, do a control refresh. Control F5. So it will send the force request. Okay. Now let me go and show the view source. It is pointing to this. Okay. Let me go.
The application is not, ours is first demo or something.
Sorry?
Our program name.
So it is running. Oh, okay. It is running from the local. That's the problem. Yeah, you are right. So it is like local host. What is the name of this one? Let me run this again. So next, finish. Next, finish. So it is something like http://localhost. Localhost : 8080 first demo index.html. This is the application. Okay, now see the view source code. It's not view source code. Look at this one. So it is local now. So it is not pointing from the server. So the resources are not coming from the remote server. The resources are getting from the local. So that means what? You have the libraries available. That means what? You have the libraries available. If you look at here, JavaScript libraries. These are the libraries. So UI5 libraries. If you look at here, these are the libraries it is getting from. So that means what? Previously your button was coming from the server. Now your button is coming from your local UI5 library. So just look at here, sap.ui.commons. sap.ui.commons. This one. Oh, not this one. UI.commons. sap.ui.commons. So inside that there will be a button. Look at here. sap.ui.commons. Okay, sap.ui.core.js. Let's look for that. There will be a JavaScript file here. Okay, so if you look at here, these are the built-in libraries. Yeah, these are the built-in libraries. You can use it at any point of time. We'll see all these things in coming days. That's fine. So let me complete this running the program in all the possible ways. Okay, so that's how you can run in the Eclipse. Now let me run the same program in the online web IDE. So let me run the same program using online web IDE. End. So therefore next one is online web IDE. So how to run using online web IDE? Look at here. You need to go to the URL whatever we have. Online web IDE. So go here. Then these are all fine. So online web IDE I already explained to you, right? So this is what my link is. So online web IDE, this is what my link is. I click on that link. Online web IDE is equal to, this is a link of what I have for my online web IDE. I'm not repeating all those steps again because we already discussed. Now, if you want to run the same program, click on File, New. You need to create a project. File, New. Okay. You need to create a project from the templates. So which is the template I need to select? So I am writing a UI5 application project, so I selected this. UI5 application I am writing, so I selected this. Click on next. Now give the name, demo. Click on next. Okay, now it is asking what kind of view, these are all things. We'll discuss all these things in coming days. I'm just ignoring this. Okay, click on finish. Click on finish. Okay, let me copy this program. Now I am closing the Eclipse. I don't need Eclipse now. So this is online web IDE, so it definitely will be slow. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now you can open the index.html. So it is going to have some code. So let me, by default, it is going to get the libraries and all. So let me write my own code. I have the code. Now click on run here. Click on run here. Let's see whether it is running or not. Let's see whether it is running or not. So obviously, look at here. So it's loading the UI5 library, UI5 theme, all these things. That's why right now it is white. So once it is loaded, it will go some color. Yeah. What happened? You can go to the medium. So still it is loading. Yeah, now I got it. Now you can see this color and all coming because of the blue crystal theme. These colors, all these things are coming because of my blue crystal theme. If you look at here, I applied the blue crystal theme, because of that it is coming. Now let me go here. and click on this, it is fade out. This is how you can run the application from the online web IDE. This is how you can run the application from online web IDE. Okay, that's fine. Now you can also, let's see how to run from the local web IDE. So next thing is that local web IDE. So next thing is that local web IDE. How do I run in the local web IDE? If you look at here, let me close these programs and all. Okay, I need to run the server. So let me close this. Let me close this. Go here. Where is that? C:, web IDE 1. Go to Eclipse. Now run the Orion server. Run the Orion server. So now it is running. Okay. Now what I need to do? I need to go to http://localhost 1990 index.html. So I need to log in. So what is the user I created? Channa. And you can give the password whatever you have. Now it's trying to load the local web IDE. Okay. Okay, so now let's go back and see whether loaded. Yeah, it's loaded. Now, so I need to create a project. File, new, project. File, new, project. So which project I would like to create? SAP UI5 application project. Select that. Click on next. Now, say demo. Click on next. So it is, that's what this one I will explain later. Click on next. Click on finish. See, it is very fast because the reason is it's a local. Now you can expand this one. Go to the index.html. Now paste your program. Now run the program from here. Okay, run the program from there. See, it is a local web IDE. That's why it will be fast. See, you got it. When it is online web IDE, it took a lot of time to load this, right? Now click on this one, it's hidden. So that means you are able to run the same program using local web IDE also. Then there is something called the JSBin that also supports this kind of programming. Let's see. Some people are using the JSBin. Let me show you the JSBin. JSBin UI5. JSBin UI5 editor. So you can also write programs here. So you can also write the programs here. JSBin editor. Yeah. It's like a HTML5. What is that? You have W3 schools, right? The same way here. So what is the base one? This one. Okay. So let's not have two and all. Let me give the link first. Okay. It's loading something else. What is the base link? UI5 mobile binding. Let me close this, all these things. Oh no, it's not coming. Or let me go here. Okay, so let me get that base link for you. Yeah, it's good to use this one. Okay, so this is the link. You can go to this link and paste your program. Forget about what is available, all these things here. By default, you will be having some program here. What happened? Yeah. Now paste your program. I would like to take this. Just give me a sec. Let me load the URL. It is coming with the default some program. Not this one. I would like to. I already given the URLs for all these things, so I would like to give the URL for JSBin also, so that you can run the program there if you want. Okay, let's take this example itself. What is a big deal? Okay, now this is the editor. Now you can go and paste your program here. You can go and paste your program here, and click on Run as JavaScript. Or click on Output. Sorry. What's happening?
I think we need to change the libraries, right? Is that able to download the libraries?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Oh, it has to come from the server.
Yeah.
So let me, because it cannot understand this one. Yes, you are right. Let me go here. Not here. Where are our programs? Go to the desktop. This one, UI5. Okay, classes. Then go here, edit this one. I need to point remotely. The UI5 libraries has to come from remotely. So therefore, now go to here and paste this one. Now see, look at here. It's a dynamic. You got the output here. So you can click on this one. It is hidden. So therefore, using JSBin also you can able to do. Using JSBin also you can able to do. So paste your program. See, you got the output. And if you change something, it immediately affects there. Let's say I remove this one. See, it is affecting. It's like a W3 schools. In the W3 schools, if you want to practice some, what is that? Some programs, right? So this is how it looks. You are going to write left side something and right side you can see the results. The same way here. So therefore, you can also use JSBin. So you can also use JSBin. What is the URL? JSBin. So the URL is something like this. Okay, you go there and paste your program and run it. So, but the best practice in the real time is Eclipse or Web ID. These are all the different options for you to try out. Okay, so the output just now we have seen. That's how it works. So now if you have any questions, you can let me know. Otherwise, we can stop here. Please go and practice this first program in all the editors. I would like everyone to practice this all the programs in all the editors. Any questions? Let me know. I did not discuss about the program, how it works, all these things. Today I just shown how to write some UI program which is having some button. Not only these these 5, you can write so many ways, but these 5 are main. So today what we did, I just write a UI5 program which is having some button. Even I did not discuss much what is those libraries and all. We'll discuss tomorrow. And I just shown you how to run in the Eclipse, how to run in the online web IDE, local web IDE, JSBin, and Notepad, so on so on so. Now, if you have any questions, you can ask me. Else, we'll stop here. Any questions? Supreet, you there? Supreet.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah. Yeah, ask me.
Yeah, we have two. You said we have 2 libraries, one for desktop, one for mobile.
Yes.
Like when it comes to responsive, which library we need to use?
Okay, we'll see all those things in coming days. Don't worry.
Okay.
Because I just give hint that okay, there are two possibility of applications. Anyway,
Okay.
we are going to discuss about that applications from tomorrow in detail. So
All
for
right.
today, the goal is you have to run the application in different places. If you are not, it's your responsibility to make sure you complete that exercise. You at least you have to run from the Eclipse. You have to run online web ID, local web ID. I cannot write each step, right? Click on file, click on new, click on project, all those things. Do you need all those things?
No.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.